Hi you guys, and welcome back to Wallington Filming, the vlog. Okay, so right, today I'm going to be talking about divorce. Yeah, some of you have already been there. Me, I'm going through it at the minute. Okay, so yeah, about divorce, things that have happened to me, things you can expect, and things you can do in preparation if you think it's all going wrong. Okay, right then, so let's get started. So like I say, me at the minute going through a divorce. Been with my ex about 15 years, 2 kids. Okay, and yeah, pretty boring. Wasn't really expecting it to go that way. Like I say, 15 years. For about 5-6 years, it's been going wrong. Okay, you know, you can see the signs. You know that it's like starting to fall to pieces. Okay, and at the end of the day, in England where I am, there's not many marriages that last more than 15 years. I mean, can you yourself tell me anybody you know that's been with a woman or a guy, whatever, for more than 15 years? Not many. So, you know, I'm not trying to make anyone break up with the partners or anything like that. I'm just telling you my experience. Okay, not many marriages last more than 15 years. If you get to 15 years, you've probably made it, so well done. So things, yeah, like I say, for about 6 years, I could tell mine's been like, you know, going down the toilet basically. You know, start disrespecting each other. Love starts to die. You don't, you know, the feeling starts to go. And what's basically happened with me is, over the years, for about, you know, the first half of it, everything was nice, building up a good life. Bought a house abroad, 2 kids, got another house here in England, got everything, all the trimmings, cars, houses, money in the bank, good jobs, etc. But at the end of the day, when it's going down the drain, it's going down the drain, innit? What can you do? So basically what's happened to me is, what started to happen to me was like quite a common thing, and I should imagine most guys go through it, is like things like checking your phone every 5 minutes, every time your phone rings. Every time your phone rings, you know, she's looking over your shoulder. Not a good way to promote love at the end of the day, is it? A few things happened to me. My ex actually sold her engagement ring. I know, big no-no, very disrespectful, but yeah, she sold the engagement ring. I think at the time I bought it 15 years ago, diamond solitaire, and it was like £600 or £800. Nice ring, you know. One day I discovered that she'd sold it, and she was wearing one of them costume dress rings on her finger. Went and had it tested, etc. But found out it was like some sort of metal and a glass stone. Spotted it. I was a bit shocked about that, to say the least. And you know, hits you here, doesn't it? So can you imagine your wife actually selling the engagement ring? Not good, mate. Not a good sign, was it? Like I say, got an house abroad as well. So like, you know, she started kicking up noise. Before you know it, she's took a wedding band off. God knows what happened to them. I think she sold both of them in actual fact. Why, I don't know. I mean, you just don't do that, do you? So yeah, I ended up taking my ring off because I thought, well, you know, if you're going to promote yourself when you go out, etc., as not having a ring, might as well do the bloody same, haven't I? What else happened to me? Constantly being accused. Hold on, let me drink my tea. Hey, very important. Yeah, more than this video. Started getting accused of bitching around, sleeping with other women, constant, and this must have gone on for like countless amounts of years. I tell you, from like paying for sexual favours from women in the street, sleeping with women in the street, supporting them, having women in the house while she's at work, and you've got 2 kids in the house. Can you imagine being accused of that? Bringing a woman in the house, sitting on the sofa, when you've got 2 kids who would like bound to grass you up, isn't they? I mean, for a woman to even come out with that is like beyond me, because like I'd have to be a complete idiot to do that. I mean, neighbours watching and everything, bound to get sussed in on. But yeah, I got accused of it. Long story that is. Sussed in on. But yeah, I got accused of it. Long story that is. You know, if you want to hear about it, let me know. But yeah, I got accused of that. I must have put up with shit for about 3 months from that. Absolute nightmare. I've had it where I've been working up and down the motorways, and you know, one particular time, my mate, I was taking my mate to work and bringing him back. I was coming back down the motorway, and she rings me up. She goes, "Where are you?" I goes, "I'm in the car. I'm on my way home, girl." She goes, "I don't believe you." Well, what are you talking about? You don't believe me? I don't believe you're on your way home. So I said to my mate, I says, "Gaz, where are we?" He goes, "We're on the motorway." And at that point, she just puts the phone down. Absolutely unbelievable. What else? Countless amounts of things I've been accused of. Okay, countless amounts. Goes on and on. Oh yeah, another thing. You know, like as you probably know from off me decorating YouTube channel, painting the houses, etc., work on site, and if the opportunity's there, you know, I like to get on site for like 5, 6 o'clock, do a good day, earn good money. By the end of the week, I've had a good week. So I started leaving for work early, and I then got accused of, she was saying, "Oh, I think you're going around some bitch's house in the morning before you go to work." And I've got 1,001 different stories to tell you. But like, you know, I can't go on forever about it, can I? And basically, I don't know what some women think they're accomplishing by accusing you of these things, because at the end of the day, it's not promoting love, is it? All it is destroying everything you've had for countless amounts of years. If a woman or a guy or whatever keeps accusing you of this, that and the other, right, it's beyond me how they can't see it in their own head that all they're doing is destroying the love that you've got for each other. And it's inevitably going to just come to one point where, you know, the person receiving it is just going to go, "I've had enough of this." So basically, that's what happened to me. I'd had enough of it. So I knew it was down the toilet. You know, she'd work away, she'd come back, there was no love there, there was no kiss, hello, blah, blah, blah. Always getting on the phone when she was working away, accusing me of stuff, which I couldn't be doing because I was looking after 2 kids, okay? So basically, she destroyed the marriage by constant abuse, accusing me of everything there is going, okay? And that just leads to one thing, don't it? Separation, a breakup. Because once your partner's destroyed that love by constantly accusing you of everything, even though you're not bloody doing it, right, you know, you're just going to get to the point where, don't love you. Sorry, girl, don't love you. I'm going to move on, you know. Like, I'm in my 40s, I'm probably only going to live for like another 30 years, and I'm going to be dead, and like, I'm not going to die listening to your crap. Okay. So basically, that's just some of the crap I've gone through, and that's why I'm here, sitting in the crazy chair, on my own, doing a vlog, okay? So, anyway, so that's the stuff that's happened to me. Right, so when you know, you eventually leave, whatever, if you know you're going to leave, although it's not a nice thing to do, make preparation, okay? Make a preparation for leaving if you know you're going to leave, okay? Because once you walk out that door, right, that's it, mate. You're not getting back in the house. You'll take the key off you, and you're going to lose all your stuff in your house. And all them little knickknacks, you know, might not be worth much, but to anybody else, but to buy them all again, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, innit? So preparation for leaving somebody if you're going to leave, okay? You've got to do things like box your stuff up, put it in the attic, okay? Stuff that you don't use, stuff that she's not going to go, where's this, where's that, and start giving you a problem about, okay? So stuff you don't use, old clothes, whatever, start boxing it up and have it ready, okay? Things like that. Another thing, if you're out on your ear, you're going to need money, okay? So start stashing some money away that your partner doesn't know about. And that's not a nice thing to do, but at the end of the day, once you walk out that door, you know, your partner could empty your bank account or whatever if you know, you got joint bank accounts and stuff like that. So get yourself a little stash of cash on the side somewhere, whether you get yourself a little safe or whatever, okay? Now obviously if you're going to get divorced, they're going to want to know what assets you got, okay? Solicitors are going to want to know what assets you got. Although, through my experience recently, they don't really check like you think they're going to check, okay? You know, you've got to produce all your bank details and everything to a solicitor. She's got to do the same. And if you both think, yeah, I think that's about right, then it never gets investigated. So don't think if you've got money stashed in a bank account or whatever somewhere that it's always going to get, you're always going to get sussed out, because it's not always the case. But the safest way is get yourself a little bit of money stashed away with it, like in a safe. I did hear that at one point that if you're in England, post office accounts, right, seem to be quite difficult for solicitors to trace them accounts. So get yourself a little post office account, savings account, whack it in there, whack it in the safe, bury it in the back garden, whatever, because you're going to need it, I'll tell you now, okay? So, yeah, do things like that. Get your stuff prepared, get a separate stash of money hidden away, okay? What else can you do? Well, yeah, get yourself money stashed away, because you're going to need to rent somewhere for a start, ain't you? So get that sorted. Another thing, if there's kids involved, you're going to know about it, right? The only weapon a woman has got against you is the kids. That's the only thing she can attack you with. And trust me, right, I'm telling you now, women can deny it as much as they like, but trust me, right, 9 out of 10 women are going to use them kids against you as a weapon and leverage. Guaranteed. I don't care what they say, they're going to do it. Even my ex says, oh, I'll never stop you seeing the kids, etc. Oh, I want you to like be part of their life and bring them up and that. Load of bollocks, mate, load of bollocks. They're going to use them against you, okay? So you need to make preparation for that. Now, what I did, I knew my marriage was going to come to an end and I was going to get divorced, right? So I did make preparations, all of what I've just said, etc. And another thing, I've got 2 kids. I thought, right, so first thing she's going to do is stop me seeing them, right? Second thing she's going to do is stop me talking to them, right? So here's a really good idea. If your kids are old enough, or even if they're a bit young, get them an iPad, okay? FaceTime, iPad, FaceTime, iPhone, FaceTime, whatever, okay? You ain't got to get one so they've got a SIM card and they can ring you up. Get an Apple iPad or an Apple phone, even if it's just a cheap one, alright? As long as it's got that FaceTime on it, because that means guaranteed you can get hold to your kids, even if your ex is asleep or out with a new boyfriend or whatever. right? You can always get hold of your kids, and that's like proved to be a bit of a lifesaver for me. Got my lad, I bought him a brand new iPad, okay? Bought it him for like his Christmas present or his birthday, but like I say, I knew what was going to happen, so I thought, ideal. But it wasn't just for that. I bought him because I knew we were going to move school, and I thought, well, he can get all his mates' contact details, keep in touch with his mates and stuff like that, okay? So I went out and I spent like 650 quid or whatever it was on an Apple iPad. There you go, son. There, right? So I knew once I went, right, I would have access in speaking and seeing my son and my daughter as well. So that's a must. Get them that. Even if you just get them a cheap old iPad or an old iPhone, right, it will give you the opportunity to talk to your kids. So that's a good one. Bear that in mind, okay? Because if you try ringing your ex up, like she'll switch the phone off or she'll ignore it or whatever, just to piss you off. Trust me, she'll do it just to piss you off. And also, don't think that she's not going to mess you about with your kids. She is, okay? So bear that in mind. So get them an iPad or an old iPhone. Another thing, here's a good tip for you. If you're self-employed, like myself, I've got an upper hand, okay? I've got an upper hand compared to people that work in an office or something like that. Now, if you're working in an office or something, you're on a set wage, etc. And as you know, your exes, especially if it's a woman, they're gonna want as much money out of you as possible, isn't they? They're gonna want to like empty your wallet, mate, empty your bank account, so you suffer through life. Now, if you work in an office or something and you're on a set wage, right, once you contact the CSA, if you can't sort out a proper arrangement with them, right, which probably won't happen, right, they'll get hold to the CSA and you can't do nothing about it. They're going to hit the company and they're going to check it straight out your wages and stuff like that. So, you know, that's a bit of a bummer. But if you're like me, self-employed, work for myself in construction, I've got the upper hand. Because I said to my ex, I said, I'm going to give you this amount per month, okay? Take it. Needless to say, oh, that's not enough, oh, I can't survive, can't feed your kids on that, etc, etc. I says, well, whatever I give you, you're supposed to put the same on top to support them at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And don't think, within 6 months, mate, she's going to have another bloke in there, in your house or whatever, and he'll be paying for stuff anyway, you know what I mean? But obviously you got to support your own kids, ain't you? So I said, well, this is what I'm going to pay you, okay? And don't give me any crap about it. Because I'm self-employed, I basically said to her, look, take this amount, it's a fair amount, right? It's for the kids, not for you. It's to feed and clothe my kids. It's not for you to spend down the pub or buy your boyfriend new jewellery or clothes or whatever, okay? It's for me kids, right? So I said, take that. And I said, if you don't take it and you get the CSA on me, right? I'm self-employed. I'll stop work and the benefit people will give you £5 a week. So that really did shut her up, and like she was basically stuck in the tracks, can't do anything about it. And I've been separated from my ex for like, I don't know, good few months now, and she basically can't touch me. So if you're self-employed, you're laughing. Set out a good amount to give her per month that's quite ample, you know, for feeding your kids at the end. You only really need to produce enough money to feed them, okay? Because if you give them too much, they're not going to want to give you your kids. And there's a reason behind that. So yeah, I just said to her, I said, look, that's what you're getting. And you give me any crap, get the CSA on me, and I will stop work and you'll get a £5 off them. And the reason I was in a position to do that is because I managed to like bank quite a lot of money over a period of time, and I could afford to take whatever time I did off work to prove a point. So some good things to think about there when it comes to maintenance for your kids, etc. And if you do give them too much money, right, they're going to be less inclined to give you them kids, because they'll want to give you them kids, give you your kids to see. Because when she gives the kids to you, you've got to lash out money. You'll probably buy them new clothes, toys and stuff. You'll still spend money on them, even though you're giving your ex, you know, money already. And they know that. They know that. Plus, at some point, like I say, when they get a new bloke, they're going to want to get rid of the kids so they can mess about with a new bloke at the end of the day, isn't there? So, you know, that's some good things to think about there. I think that's about it. Oh, well, yeah, I'll tell you what, there's another thing. Don't let them know when or if you get a new partner, okay? Because the instant that they find out you got a new woman on the go, mate, the shit's going to hit the fan, I tell you. You know, it's a different story for them. They can have a new bloke and, like, you probably won't say nothing about it. But once you get a new woman, shit's going to hit the fan. So, like, if you get a new woman, try and keep it quiet for as long as possible. Trust me. So, yeah, basically, I think that's about the lot for now. Any questions, leave us a comment and I'll do my best to answer them, okay? But don't expect to reply immediately because, like, you know, I work 5 days a week and I'm normally knackered by the time I get home, okay? And first thing I do is sit in this crazy chair with a cup of tea and a smoke. So, you know, yeah, leave your comments, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well. And, you know, I'm available on every social media there is going. All you got to do is whack in Google is like Wallington Filming and you'll more than likely find the whole lot. I ain't got time for all that garbage where you stick all the links down below. I mean, it's just like it's a bit of a ball ache, isn't it? So just tap in Google, Wallington Filming. I've got like me proper, my main channel, which is decorating, etc. Not all on painting and decorating. There's jokes on there, comical stuff, like some good stuff on there. So check that out, subscribe, etc. Wallington Filming, painting, decorating, trade secrets. Okay, so yeah, check that out. That's a good channel. You know, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus, Blogger, Tumblr website. The list endless, isn't it? I'm on the whole lot, mate. I'm on the whole lot. So yeah, follow me on some of them things, okay? And also, my kids have got a channel as well. Ideally, if your kids want to watch a nice, respectable channel for them, Fun Kids Filming. Fun Kids Filming. It's my kids doing their own thing, okay? Your kids will probably enjoy that. So, you know, check that out. Get your kids to subscribe. Do things like that. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. That's my bit of a story there, some hints, some tips, preparation on divorce. But if you can, work it out, mate. Work it out. Otherwise, it's going to cost you big time. All right, and it's not a good thing anyway. It's not a good thing. I mean, 15 years, no joke, is it? Oh, one thing I should mention, especially in England, okay. A lot of mixed race marriages and relationships going on. A lot of people having relationships with people from different countries, Poland and stuff like that, okay. One thing you should bear in mind, like say, let's just say for instance you meet a nice Polish girl or whatever, okay, you're with her for a few years, etc. All of a sudden she goes, oh, let's buy a house in Poland. Don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Or wherever they're from. If they start talking about buying a house in their country, knock it on the head. Don't do it. Even though they might be cheap and you'll think, oh yeah, it'll be good for an holiday home. But don't forget, if you're buying a holiday home in their country, that means you've got to go there every year. Too many places to visit in the world. So don't do it. Plus one other thing, like I says, 15 years down the line, could go tits up, couldn't it? Right, where's she gonna go with your kids? Straight back to her own country. She's already got an house there, more than likely bought and paid for, right? And you won't stand a chance. You won't stand a cat and hell's chance of getting that house back or getting any money from it whatsoever. So buying an house abroad with your partner, forget it. Don't do it. I've done it, lost a lot, mate. So don't do it. Okay. That's about it. Right. Hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Okay. Many more to come. Like I say, don't forget to subscribe. You know, it just lets me know that you guys are interested. So yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna have another cup of tea and a cigarette now. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think. All right, but don't split up with your partner unless it's dead. All right. No trust, no relationship. No trust, no marriage. Remember that. And tell your partner that as well. So, until next time, from the crazy chair, for the next vlog, catch you later.